Warriors will face the Tigers from Gilbert. First, our visitors, leading off playing center field, number 2, Tommy McGuire. Hitting second, playing right field, number 12, Aiden Short. Hitting third, playing first base, number 30, Tripp Sturgill. Hitting fourth, the designated hitter, number 22, Seth Papish, for the pitcher, number 27, Micah Leva. Hitting fifth, playing shortstop, number 10, Ian Eldred. Hitting sixth, playing second base, number 6, Josh Grauwinkle. Hitting seventh, the catcher, number 15, Blake Rell. Hitting eighth, playing third base, number 20, Matt Zoss. And hitting ninth, the center fielder, number 3, Braden Howard. And now the stars for your Norwalk Warriors. Leading off, playing shortstop, number 6, Cole Wardlow. Hitting second, playing left field, number 8, Colton Moore. Hitting third, playing third base, number 21, Eli Benscooter. Hitting fourth, playing second base, number 5, Connor Holtorf. Hitting fifth, your catcher, number 12, Riley Schmidt. Hitting sixth, playing first base, number 30, Ryan Jones. Hitting seventh, the designated hitter, number 1, Kingston Lamb. For the pitcher, number 7, Garrett Goering. Hitting eighth, playing right field, number 15, Brady Wilkney. And hitting ninth, the center fielder, number 11, Xavier Bush. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you would please rise and remove your caps as we honor our nation and the men and women around the world who serve our country with the playing of our national anthem.
And it is time for baseball here in Norwalk, Iowa. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Tiger Broadcast. My name's Cale Sleazer, and it is once again my honor and privilege to be the voice of Gilbert Tigers baseball this season. A big thank you to Warriors Athletics for giving us the okay last minute to get the stream up and running here. Their huddle equipment isn't quite ready yet, so we are ecstatic to be here with you tonight on Tiger Broadcast. If any Tiger fans you know are looking for that huddle link, spread the word. That is not active tonight. We are right here on Tiger Broadcast. The Tigers had a nice game last night. They had an 11-2 shellacking of the Knoxville Panthers last night. The Warriors lost a close one to North Polk by a score of 8-7 last night. It'll be a good meter stick for the Tigers here to face these Warriors as they will go on the road to face North Polk on Monday. The man on the mound tonight for the Warriors, Garrett Goering. In 3 games, he's pitched 3 2/3 innings with a 7.64 ERA, 5 hits, a walk, and 4 strikeouts for him. He will face Micah Leva, who had a half-decent starting line last year in 6 games, 3 starts last year for Micah. 1-2 with a 4.20 ERA, 22 hits, 15 walks, and 21 strikeouts in 18 1/3 in his freshman campaign last year. Tommy McGuire, Alden Short, Tripp Sturgill will be the three we see in this first inning, followed by Seth Popish in the DH spot batting cleanup. He will DH for Micah on the mound. Ian Eldred bats 5th, Josh Grauwinkle bats 6th, Blake Bell bats 7th, Matt Zaz in the 8th spot, and Mr. Hustle, Braden Howard, in the 9th spot. A little bit warmer tonight here in Norwalk, mid-70s. Gonna feel the temperature go up these next few days. And the Tigers will look to build on a great offensive performance from last year. Last year, they had 3 games where they cracked double digits in the score column. Already have 1 through 5 games this season. Very encouraging signs from this Tiger squad this season. As Tommy will take a strike, and away we go here in Norwalk. Just south of Des Moines. Lots of long road trips for the Tigers these next few weeks. That's up the middle. That's cleanly gloved at shortstop. Throw to first. Very strong throw by the shortstop, Cole Wardlow. We'll see him lead off the bottom of the first when we get to that point. Tommy out on the 6-3. Before that, Tommy batting .400 with a .550 on base and a team-leading 8 runs scored so far this season. As Tommy McGuire goes, so go the Tigers. Here's Alden Short. He'll take a strike upper outside corner. Alden has been the machine that's made this offense go these last couple of years. Starting off strong, .350 average, 3 doubles, 5 RBI in 5 games. As he will take a ball. Tigers come into tonight with a record of 3-2. Warriors are 2-4. That's tapped foul down the third baseline. Warriors are 2-0 in conference play, so they have that going for them. And counts 1-2 on Alden. Here it comes. Check swing. Umpire at first says yes. Alden can't believe it. I thought he held there, but the call has been made, and it will be a strikeout for Alden. Unfortunate turn of fortune there for the Tigers. First strikeout of the night for Gurink. And that's a called strike on Sturgill. Tripp has been red hot to start this season. So he takes a strike. He's only batting .211, but he has made those hits count. He has 2 doubles and 6 RBI, so he is doing damage when it matters. Had an RBI in the victory last night. Here's the 0-2. Just outside. Good take. Should the inning continue, Seth Popish, the DH, on deck. Seth's done a great job of getting on base. Tigers as a whole have done a great job of getting on base. That is chopped foul. Look out, Seth in the on-deck circle. He narrowly dodges that one. Don't see foul balls turned on like that very often, but that just about hit Seth. Everyone seems to be okay down there. That one's popped up. Drifting, foul, out of play. And the count remains 1-2. We've got some great space to work with here in Norwalk. The Warrior staff was kind enough to give us a whole half of the press box. We're on the right side. Big thank you to those guys again for giving us the green light last minute. We weren't sure if the huddle would be up or not. So that's pop foul again, out of play. The huddle did not appear to be up. Just went up and asked him, hey, what's the situation? They said, you come on up. We'll give you some space, and that is very much appreciated. And I'm sure the 16 of you watching at home appreciate that too. That is hitting to left for a base hit. Tripp stays hot. 2-out single for Sturgill. And the Tigers stay alive in the top of the first for the cleanup man, Popish.
Number 22, Seth Popish.
Tigers looking to stay hot. If they win tonight, they sweep the week on the road. Won a thriller in Bondurant on Wednesday against the Blue Jays by a score of 2-1. Sturgill had a great save in that game. Tommy McGuire pitched out of his mind. And the offensive explosion last night behind a solid start from Josh Grauwinkle. So there's a runner on first. 1-0 count with 2 away here in the top of the first. That clips the top of the zone for a strike, 1-1. Seth, as I alluded to, has very good on-base numbers. 231 average, but a 412 on base. He's also driven in 3. 2 of those from last night. Single and a sac fly, if memory serves. Swung on and missed there. Should the inning continue, Ian Eldred is on deck. He had the best night offensively last night. 3 hits, including 2 doubles. Both of those doubles, one hopped the wall, but nearly left the park. That skips in the dirt. Good stop by the Warrior catcher. That's Riley Schmidt back there getting dirty. Count is 2-2 with 2 away. Next offering. That's popped up. Drifting. That'll get foul out of play. Lots of fouls back by the Tigers to start. Timing it up right. Just got to get over that ball a little bit. Tigers were scrappy in deep counts last night as well. Gilbert gets set. Winds and fires. That just misses lower outside corner. Good take from Seth, 3-2. Looking to get the hot bat of Ian Eldred up this inning. Runner goes. That is down low for ball 4. Another great at-bat by Seth Popish. Draws a well-deserved walk. So after a ground out to short and a strikeout, the Tigers have a 2-out rally going here with a Sturgill single and a Popish free pass. And Eldred definitely has RBI on his mind here. First pitch to him. That's outside. Pretty bad miss there, but a good stop by Schmidt. Josh Grauwinkle on the on-deck circle. Should the inning continue? That one's low, 2-0. Great night for Ian last night, but on the season, he's been great as well. 412 average, 474 on base, and a 3-hit night last night as he takes a strike. Grauwinkle on deck, still searching for his first hit of the year, but did have his first RBI of the season last night, as that is just fouled back to the backstop. 2-2, 2 away, 2 runners on top of inning number 1 here in Norwalk, just south of Des Moines. About a 1-hour drive from Ames, depending on what part of the city you're in. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Good offering from Gurink there. And the Tigers can't capitalize after a 2-out rally. We go to the bottom of inning number 1, still scoreless. We'll be right back.
Cole Wardlow.
Cole Wardlow will lead it off for the Warriors. Has 3 hits, an RBI, and 2 sacrifices in 6 starts this year, as that's squibbed foul for strike 1. Wardlow had the first put out of the game at shortstop, retiring Tommy McGuire's. The 0-1 from Micah Leyva, just missing outside 1-1. Not a lot of wind tonight, blowing in very lightly from right center field as that misses high, 2-1. This is Micah's first pitching appearance of this season. He's been the designated player a lot in left field. Did that a lot last year as well. That one's fouled back the top of the screen. Count even at 2. Two, little high on the curveball there, maybe a bit inside as well. 3-2. Payoff pitch, too high for ball 4. Micah lost him. And the leadoff man on for the Warriors. Here comes Colton Moore.
Bat number 8, Colton Moore.
So both starters with a free pass issued in the first. The double play ball is in order. Tigers haven't turned one yet this season. Now wouldn't be a bad time to start the night. Bunt shown. It's laid down. Leyva running for it and can't get it in time. It might have been stuck in his glove momentarily. It'll be an infield single. That was a very tough bunt by Colton Moore. It looked like it got high and tight on him, but he laid it down. If coach tells you to put down a bunt, dang it, you put down a bunt. That was a very nice piece of hitting there by Moore. That puts Leyva in some hot water here. The triple play ball is in order, though. I've got to manifest it one of these days. The odds are low, but never zero. Eli Benscoter shows bunts. That's fouled back. So some small ball being played here by the Warriors. I respect it. Small ball is a dying art in this sport. Everybody's so worried about exit velocity and launch angles. But if you're like Braden Howard and can put the ball down in just the right spot and leg it out to the base, you don't need to hit it 400 feet. You just need to hit it 4 feet and have good wheels. Howard legged out another one of his signature infield singles last night after his successful track season. I'll have to ask him the specifics of that for good things from the Gilbert parents. Another good Gilbert crowd on hand tonight. It's always great to see how the fan base travels. That one's going to squib away from Bell. And it's now 2 runners in scoring position for the Warriors, and Micah's really in hot water now. Still nobody out. Looked like that one handcuffed Bell a bit. Wind picking up a little bit now, blowing in from right center. Next offering from Leyva. High for ball 3. Tiger bullpen has barely been touched in the last week or so. So we'll see how long Leyva's leash is here tonight. There's a strike. Good compact pitch there. High part of the zone. Cleanup man Connor Holtorf, the second baseman, is on deck. Walk by Wardlow, he's at second. Single by Moore, he's at first. Or third and second, rather, after that errant pitch. Count is full, still nobody out. Micah needs a strike here. He gets one foul back to the screen. Good spoil by Benscoter. Another 3-2. That misses high for ball 4, and the bags are loaded, and I would be shocked if we don't see a Gilbert coach here come to the mound, and yep, here comes the pitching coach.
Number 5, Connor Holtorf.
Tigers don't need to do anything crazy here. The closest base is an out. If it's a squibber in front of home plate, you just got to get it to the plate. Double play ball for a run wouldn't be a bad thing here either. It's early. Walk, single, walk. Leiva's misses for the most part to this point have been high. Had that one low miss that handcuffed Bell a bit. You just don't want to be missing so far inside or outside that it gets away, or in the dirt that it bounces away. So not the worst place for Micah to miss. He typically tries to paint that upper part of the zone. That one's a laced foul by Holtorf, attacking first pitch. Tiger infield at double play depth. Corner infielders in front of the baseline. Middle infield back closer to the grass as that one misses 1-1. That one well inside. That about hit Holtorf. Wonder if he'll get any grief from his teammates saying, "You should have taken that. That could have gotten us on the board." If he would have stood still in the box, that probably would have hit him. Here's the 2-1. That one is on the ground to shortstop. It's cleanly gloved by Eldred. Over to second for one, and that's all. But a throwback to third. Not in time. Moore strayed a bit off of third there, but dives back in safely. So the Tigers exchange an out for a run. Warriors strike first in the first. RBI 6-4. Fielder's choice for the cleanup man, Holtorf, and that brings up Riley Schmidt, the backstop. Schmidt has 7 hits, a double, a triple, and 4 RBI in 6 starts this season. That's not the numbers you want to see from a guy in the box with runners on the corners. That's a called strike. Good offering from Micah there. Upper outside corner. Ground ball could get the Tigers out of the inning. That last ground ball was a little slow for Eldred to turn 2 at shortstop. Did a good job just getting the 1. That one's popped up foul, and Micah attacking and getting ahead 0-2. And here's the 0-2. Called! Strike 3. That's out number 2. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, Mr. Schmidt. Big punch out for Micah. This will be Ryan Jones taking a strike. Micah's finding the zone more consistently now. Good thing to see. Big lead over at first. He's scampering. And Leiva steps off. And is he going to get him himself? Yes, he is. It was close at the plate for Moore to score, but umpire waving it off. The run does not score. That was a very big lead by Connor Holtorf, and he gets nabbed. Leiva gets out of it, only giving up 1. And we go to the second. 1-0 is our score. Warriors over Tigers. We'll be back in a moment. 6, 7, 8. Grauwinkle, Bell, Zaz to start the top of the second. Thank you, folks, for joining us here on Tiger Broadcast tonight. Bit of a last-second green light. Big thank you once again to the Warrior staff for welcoming us with open arms and giving us a whole half of the press box to use tonight. Very spacious in here. 0-1 to Grauwinkle. That is laced. Base hit down the left field line. It's gathered quickly and left, so Grauwinkle will round and stop at first. And that's a monkey off the back for Josh. That's his first base hit of the year. That was squared very well. Tucked about a foot inside of the left field line. And here comes Blake Bell, who's off to a scorching hot start offensively. 357 average and a 500 on base. Second hit of the night for the Tigers. That one's fouled back by Bell. Likes those first pitch swings. I love that. I don't know who that was off of the Warrior bench. I think you folks got a good shot of that. He slid in safely to beat Zaz to that foul ball. You love to see that. Love to see the guys having fun on the diamond. That's what it's all about. That one's popped up right field. Camping and making the catch for out number 1 is Brady Winkening. So Bell flies out F9. And here comes Matt Zaz, who is the on-base king to start this season. Entering today with a .636 on-base percentage. Only batting .200, but if your on-base is that good, you got to love that if you're Coach Jake Gall. We've loved having Coach Gall here in Gilbert. He gave me a call last night on the way back from Knoxville. So that one is on the ground to the left side. That sneaks through for a base hit. So Zaz will increase the average and the on-base percentage. And it's first and second. One away for Braden Howard. But Coach Gall gave me a call and said, hey, I caught myself doing a Michael Jackson dance move over at third base last night. I was wondering if you could find it in the film so me and the guys can make a gif out of it and have some fun with it. And I said, absolutely. We're still in the midst of finding that footage, but we're very close. We think it's somewhere in the 5th inning from last night. But Coach Gall dropped some dance moves, and he's having some fun with it. Braden Howard shows bunt, pulls back, takes a close ball 1. Just missed the corner. This is Braden's third start in his third game. He has hits in both games. Had an RBI last night. 1-0. Runners go. That's in the dirt, and Grauwinkle is going to be out by a mile, and Zaz did not go to second. Zaz kind of looking around like he missed a sign there. Grauwinkle was out by a mile over at third. Count is 2-0. I doubt we will see that again. Some bad miscommunication there by Tiger base runners, but a great throw from the Warrior catcher and a great frame as well from Riley Schmidt. That was just a strong throw. That beat Grauwinkle by 10, 15 feet. That's popped up foul. Sounds like it got behind us here in the press box. Sometimes you wait for the loud bang on top of the press box on a foul straight back. Sounded like it hit the concrete behind us. 2-2, 2 away. Matt Zaz on first. And the pitch. Just up high, 3-2. Should the inning continue, we'll go back to the top of the order and Tommy McGuire. He grounded out to short to start this game. He hits that one to left center, calling for it, and making the catch is the left fielder Colton Moore, and that ends the inning. Tigers squander a chance with the runner in scoring position. We go to the bottom of the second, still 1-0, Warriors over Tigers. We'll be back in just a moment.
30, Ryan Jones.
6, 7, 8 for the Warriors. Ryan Jones, Kingston Lamb, Brady Winkening. 1-0 Warrior lead here in the bottom of the second. Big swing and a miss there. Michael Leva back on the mound. He struggled a bit in the first, but settled in after loading the bases with nobody out. Limited the damage to 1. Not a bad job from the sophomore. So that's fouled back to the screen. Leva in position for his second strikeout. So that's popped up, foul out of play. Softball field is behind us and to the left here. Beautiful stretch of land here on the Norwalk campus, just south of Des Moines. That's fouled back once again. First baseman Ryan Jones showing some grit here down in the count. Another 0-2. Swing and a miss. Foul tipped into the glove for strike 3. Strikeout number 2 for Micah. And that's out number 1. Here comes Kingston Lamb, the DH. He's hitting for the pitcher Gurink. First offering. Tails away for a ball. Tigers will have the top of the order in the third when they come around to bat again. Got a runner in scoring position, but some base running miscommunication cut them short. Counts now 2-0. Glad to see 25 of you here with us on Tiger Broadcast. I think that's the best numbers that we've had since opening night in Pleasantville that got cut short. So glad to have you here with us. K.O. Sleazer, always a pleasure. So that's fouled back to the screen. Count now 2-1. The pitch. That's a swinging strike. It might have gotten a piece of it. Strike either way. It's 2-2. Micah is definitely settling in. He looks less rattled out there. That one skips in the dirt. A little bit too much bite on that curve. 3-2. Micah struck out the last 2 batters. He struck out Schmidt to end the first. Just struck out Jones. Payoff pitch to Lamb. That's chopped foul just outside of the circle. And we'll do it again. Tigers have another 3-game stretch on the road next week. Another 3-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That's 3 in a row for Micah Leva. That curveball has settled in nicely. 2 away for Brady Winkening. Road slate next week is Monday the 2nd at North Polk, Wednesday the 4th at Carroll, and Thursday the 5th at Mason City. Tiger Broadcast has been greenlit for Carroll and Mason City on Wednesday, Thursday. Still no word from North Polk yet. We did not broadcast there last year, but we will keep you folks posted. As soon as we hear anything, we will get the word out. Here's the 1-0. That's in the dirt, 2-0. Winkening has 6 hits and 4 runs scored in 6 starts this year. He's been a pillar of this Warrior offense. They're coming off a close loss against North Polk last night, 8-7. So that's fouled away. 2-1 our count. Here in the bottom of inning number 2 with 2 away. Leva looking to hold the line with his guys trailing 1. The 2-1. Called strike at the knees. Since that strategic mound visit in the first with the bases low to nobody out, Micah has not been afraid to attack. That's what Tommy McGuire did at Bondurant Farrar Wednesday, and it worked wonders for him as Bell will have to stop that one in the dirt. The count is full. Should the inning continue, the 9-batter Xavier Bush, center fielder, awaits on deck for Norwalk. Wind blowing from right to left now. 3-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Micah Leyva strikes out the side. That's 4 in a row. We go to the third. Still 1-0 Warriors over the Tigers, but it's still anyone's game. Folks, don't you dare go anywhere. We're off to a good start here in Norwalk. We'll be right back. Top of the order, top of the third. Tommy McGuire, Alden Short, Trip Sturgill. K.O. Sleazer here with you on Tiger Broadcast. Thank you, folks, for joining us. We weren't sure we were going to be on tonight. I got the last-minute green light from the friendly staff here at Norwalk as McGuire takes ball 1. Tommy grounded out 6-3 to start this ball game. Looking for better fortunes here to start the third. That's on the ground to second. Cleanly gloved throw to first is on the money from Connor Holtorf for out number 1. A 4-3 put out that time for Tommy. And here comes Alden Short. He took a tough strike 3 called in his last at-bat. Might have been a check swing. From my vantage point, it looked like he held up, but I'm not the one getting paid to umpire. I'm the one getting paid to yap on Tiger Broadcast. So that one misses high for a ball. Alden has 3 doubles, 5 RBI, and a .350 batting average coming into tonight. That one is hit well to left center field. That ball is back and caught on a bit of a stumble by Colton Moore. He didn't get a great read on that ball. He ran back and then kind of had a dip to the side a little bit. But 4 pitches, 2 outs. So that one is an F7. Here comes Sturgill, who started a 2-out rally in the first. Had a solid single right between shortstop and third base. Takes high there. That one's row. Base hit down the left field line. Sturgill is 2 for 2. He'll park it at first. The Tigers are loving that left side of the infield tonight. So Sturgill now has 2 of the 3 Tiger hits. Here comes Popish, who walked his last time. First pitch to him. Curveball falls in for a strike. Here's the 0-1. That one's popped up. Shallow right field. Who wants it? Calling for it and making the catch is the second baseman, Connor Holtorf. And that ends the inning. Sturgill with a 2-out single yields no fruit. We go to the bottom of the third, still 1-0. Warriors over Tigers in Norwalk. We'll be right back. 9-1-2 for the Warriors in the third. Xavier Bush, Cole Wardlow, Colton Moore. Welcome back to Gilbert Tigers baseball here on Tiger Broadcast. Cale Sleazer here with you. That's a called strike. So great to see you folks here with us. We're now at 27 and climbing. Thank you from watching from home or wherever you may be tuning into our broadcast as that tail's low and away for a ball. In case any of you missed the first inning, little bumpy for Micah. He loaded the bases with nobody out, but then after a mound visit from the Gilbert coaching staff, he settled in. He's got 4 straight strikeouts coming into this at-bat as that skips in the dirt 2-1. And hopefully we stay with you folks here. Our hotspot's getting a little toasty. Sometimes the internet cuts out when that happens. So far so good, but we'll see how that holds up. So that's in the dirt 3-1. Micah needs a strike. That's on the ground. Base hit to the left side. That'll kill the strikeout streak at 4. And Bush is on to start the bottom of the third.
Number 6, Cole Wardlow.
Second hit of the night for the Warriors. Here's Cole Wardlow, who started the Norwalk offense with a walk in the first. The first inning was a walk, single walk, then the mound visit. Then RBI fielder's choice, then a strikeout, and then Connor Holtorf got caught trying to steal first from first to second. He got a huge lead off of first, and all Micah had to do was step off, and he ran him down himself. He ran him down right in the middle of first and second. Sturgill holding on Bush at first. That's in the dirt. Good stop by Bell, 1-1. A little bit of a warmer night here in Norwalk, mid-70s, compared to the beautiful, partly cloudy mid-60s we had last night in Knoxville. That's one of the best weather ball games I've called in my 6 years, as that is foul tipped into the glove for strike 2. Some high heat there from Micah. We'll see if he tries a bender here ahead in the count. He settled into that curveball nicely. Colton Moore waits on deck. He had that single back in the first. 1-2. Inside, nearly hit Wardlow. 2-2. Tiger offense hasn't been too bad tonight. They're actually out hitting the Warriors. I just haven't been able to get a runner past second. Grauwinkle tried to steal third, but was immediately cut down. As Bell has to reach for that one, it misses low and away, 3-2. Big pitch coming up here. The payoff, runner goes. That's popped up. Runner has to turn around and get back to first. Bell makes the catch. And he drops it, but they say... Did they say he full-on dropped that? It's going to be an out either way. That was interesting. I thought Bell caught it and dropped it on the transfer. So Wardlow will reach first as Bush is called out at second. That was interesting. So that's going to be scored, I believe, a 2-4 fielder's choice there. You don't see that every day. So that misses outside for a ball. Bell was really arguing a drop on the transfer there. I think he had a point. And I'm not just saying that because he's my cousin. I really think he had a point there. Here's the 1-0. That's on the ground right past a dodging Leyva. Step on second for 1. There's the double play. 6-3 from Ian Eldred. Nice play by the kid. And that ends the third inning. Bit of an unconventional 1-2-3 out distribution there. But we're through 3 innings. Warriors 1, Tigers nothing, but it's still anyone's game. Folks, don't you dare go anywhere. We'll be back with a thriller in Norwalk in just a moment. Top of the fourth for the Tigers. 5, 6, 7 in the order. Eldred, Grauwinkle, Bell. Tigers got a nice 6-3 double play to end the previous inning. Big swing and a curveball there from Ian for a strike. He really wanted that one. A little bit ahead of it. That one's popped up. Calling for it and making the catch is the second baseman, Holtorf, for out number 1. So that makes Eldred 0 for 2 after the P4. Here comes Josh Grauwinkle, who had a single last time but was caught stealing going to third. And the first offering. Curveball just high for a ball. Next offering from Garrett Gurink. That's on the ground to the left side. Cleanly gloved. Throw to first is in time. Nice ranging snag there from Eli Benscoter. That's the second out. 4 pitches, 2 outs. And here comes Blake Bell, who flew out to right his last time. Tigers have squared up the ball well. It's just found Warrior leather out there. Have not gotten a runner past second base yet this evening. High and inside on Bell. Next offering. Down low, 2-0. Bell's shown a great jump in his offense to start the year, coming in with a .357 average, 500 on base. He's taken his walks, worked deep at bats. That's on the ground to shortstop. It's cleanly gloved. Throw to first is just in time to get a hustling Bell. And the Tigers go 1-2-3 unceremoniously in the fourth. 3.5 innings played in Norwalk. Hometown Warriors lead 1-0. We'll be back in just a moment. Heart of the order, bottom of the fourth for Norwalk. Eli Benscoter, Connor Holtorf, Riley Schmidt. Mike Aleva looking to hold the line. Only run in this game came across in the bottom of the first as that one is fouled out of play. Benscoter walked to load the bases in the first. Since loading the bases in the first, Micah's only allowed 1 hit. Swing and a miss there. Count now 0-2. Micah's been much more aggressive attacking the zone since that first inning mound visit. 0-2. Popped up. This will drift foul out of play. We'll do it again. Want to give another big thank you to the Norwalk staff here tonight. We were told by the athletic director that in all likelihood the huddle stream would be running, but got to the park tonight. They're still waiting on their cameras, so they were gracious enough to give us a whole half of their very spacious press box in here to work with as that misses outside 1 and 2. So a big thank you to them for giving Tiger Broadcast a space to set up and do its thing tonight. Here's the 1-2 that misses, or no, called strike 3. Bit of a late call there, but called strike 3 at the knees for out number 1. That's Micah's 5th. It was close, borderline at the knees. But Ben Scoder rung up for out number 1. Here's Holtorf, who had the RBI fielder's choice. That's tapped left side of the infield. Zaz. Fields on the run. Not in time. Had to grab that on the run and whip it over to first, but a speedy Holtorf legs it out. It'll be an infield single. He put that in the right spot. Third Norwalk hit of the evening. Here's Riley Schmidt, the catcher. Double play ball is in order. Tigers have turned 1 tonight. 6-3, Eldred to Sturgill. First pitch from Leyva popped up, foul out of play. Wind's still lightly blowing from right to left. It shifted from blowing in from right center to start this game. And Leyva will step off, keep an eye on the base runner. You don't see too many outfield signs at the high school level, but posted here it's 325 to the poles and then 375 just to the left of dead center. So I'd say about an average size for a high school field. Here's the 0-1. That one is hit into right, but camping under it and making the catch is Alden Short. Good reaction time there for out number 2. Score that one an F9 on Schmidt.
Number 30, Ryan Jones.
Here comes Ryan Jones, who was part of that strikeout the side second inning for Leyva. Runner goes. It misses. Bell throws to second. It's a little bit offline. Good hustle there by Eldred to try and get that. That one tailed on Bell just a little bit. It'll be a stolen base. Holtorf was the runner caught stealing to end that first inning after he got that RBI. Called strike, lower outside corner. First runner in scoring position we've seen from these Warriors since the first inning. 1-0 our score. Tigers have played a lot of close ball games so far this year. That misses outside. Bell thought about throwing back to second. Holtorf is not afraid to stray off from the bases out there. He's been pretty aggressive with his leads all night. Every Tiger game has been within 2 runs this season, with the exception of last night. Runner goes to third, misses high, and Bell sails that into left field. Howard will throw in. It's cut off by Zaz. That's an unfortunate error from Bell. He just overshot it. And the Warriors now lead 2-0. That's an unfortunate E2 from Bell. That one swung on and missed. Count is full at 3-2 as that previous pitch missed. That one just misses outside for ball 4, and the inning will continue.
Now to bat number 1, Kingston Lamb.
Third walk issued by Leyva tonight. His first walk since the first inning. And we'll see how adventurous the Warriors feel on the bases, as Bell's arm is just a skosh offline tonight. That one is hit well, but foul down the left field line. That might have made it all the way over to the softball field. Just over to the left of our field here. Sturgill holding on the runner, bigger lead. That one's flown into left. Howard running and making the catch. Nice running, jumping catch by Braden Howard in left field, showing great range. But the Warriors double their lead. We're through 4 innings of play. Tigers need some runs. We'll see if they can get them right after this break.
Batting first for the Tigers, number 20, Matt Zars.
8-9-1 for the Tigers. Zaz, Howard, McGuire. Glad to see 27 of you still here with us on Tiger Broadcast, one of our better viewing audiences of the year. Cale Sleazer here with you. So happy to have you with us. Called strike to start inning number 5 as Garrett Gurink still remains on the mound. He deals a curveball in her third for a strike. It's been a slow burn here for the Warriors. A run in the first, a run in the fourth. Tigers just haven't managed to scratch one across yet. Awkward swing and miss there from Zaz as he strikes out on 3 pitches. That'll make him 1 for 2 after his single. Third strikeout of the night for Garrett Gurink. Here's Braden Howard, who made that nice catch in left to end the previous half inning. Takes just high for a ball. That one a called strike, 1-1. Warriors looking to hold on to this lead and improve to 3-4 on the year. Tigers looking to come back and win their 3rd in a row and their 4th on the year to potentially go 4-2. So that one misses high, 2-1 on Howard. Next offering. That one is flared into left center field. That one will be caught on the run by Xavier Bush. That is out number 2. Back to the top of the order in Tommy McGuire. He's grounded out twice to the middle infield. First offering to Tommy. He shows bunt. That's a beauty down the third baseline. No chance. Warriors played small ball earlier. Tommy McGuire does it there. I believe that's the third time tonight in 5 innings that the Tigers have gotten a 2-out single to keep things going. Here comes Alden Short. He's 0 for 2 on the night. I bet he's fishing for one here. A drive to the gap could score Tommy with his speed. He's getting a pretty big lead out there at first. So that one is a called strike at the knees. That last hit was the 4th of the night by the Tigers. They lead in the hit column 4-3, but trail where it counts in the run column 2-0. 0-1. That skips in the dirt. Good stop by Riley Schmidt back there. He's done a good job behind the dish. Count 1-1. I would be shocked if Tommy doesn't run here. That one's fouled back. Count 1-2. Should the inning continue, Trip Sturgill is on deck. He is 2 for 2. He's had a nice night. He's had a nice season. Has seen the ball well and leads the team in RBI coming into tonight with 6. 1-2. Called strike 3. Short shaking his head. It was borderline, but a called strike. And that ends the top of the 5th. Tigers get another 2-out single, but do not score. We go to the bottom of the 5th. And we'll see if we have a pitching change here. Is Matt Zaz going to take over on the mound? He's walking in that direction, and he is picking up the baseball. So we will see Matt Zaz on the mound in relief when we come back to a 2-0 game here in Norwalk. So with Matt Zaz on the mound for the Tigers, it looks like Micah Leyva has moved to right. And Short has moved from right to third. And then Zaz moves from third to the mound. And that should be all the defensive musical chairs we have to start the bottom of the 5th. 8-9-1 for Norwalk. Brady Winkening, Xavier Bush, Cole Wardlow. Zaz has 1 relief appearance this year, 3 innings of 1-run ball. Not too shabby as he misses high for a ball. Warriors got their runs in the 1st and the 4th on a fielder's choice. And an errant throw from Bell into left field on a attempted stolen base attempt as that's on the ground to short and bobbled by Eldred. Snake bit by the error ball once again. It'll be an E6. That is not the way you want to start the night if you're Matt Zaz on the mound. Second Tiger error of the evening. When the Tigers have been sharp defensively, they have won games. And the loss against Sadell on the tail end of the doubleheader last week, there was a big error in the 7th inning that helped them win that game. And then Van Meter on Saturday, there was another error that snowballed into a big inning for the Bulldogs. That's how the Tigers have lost both of their games. And errors are proving to be the story again tonight for the Tiger defense. Called strike. Throw back to first. Not quite in time. Sharp throw from Bell there. Good reaction time there from the Tiger backstop. Xavier Bush is 1 for 2. He got that single in his first at-bat. That skips in the dirt. Bell stops it. Throw to second is skipped away. It was a good throw. It would have been close. Winkening might have slid into the glove a bit there to boot that ball out. Good throw from Bell, though. It'll be a stolen base. Count as 2-1. Second steal of the night for the Warriors. It's a called strike. And Mom says the broadcast sounds good tonight. Thanks, Mom. Always appreciate when the family checks in and lets me know that they can actually hear me and I'm not just talking into the ether. That's laced into left for a base hit. The runner's being sent. Howard will throw. It's cut off by Short. Throw to the plate. Yes, sir. He is out at home plate. Howard to Short to Bell to cut down the run. That is big defense from the Tigers. A good bounce back from a tough inning or so of defense. And that is an unconventional out, number 1, but an out nonetheless. Back to the top of the order in Cole Wardlow as Bush gets the single. But Winkening cut down at the plate. Great exchange there. Howard to Short and then Short to Bell. That was a very aggressive send by the Norwalk third base coach. Braden Howard has a deceptively strong arm out there on left. As that one is roped in the air to second for 1. There's another double play. And after an error to start the inning, the Tiger defense flashes the leather and the cannons. We go to the 6th. Tigers trail by 2, but this is far from over. Folks, don't you dare go anywhere. This is going to get interesting in Norwalk. This broadcaster can feel it. We'll be right back. Pivotal moment in this game as the heart of the Tiger order, 3-4-5, Sturgill, Popish, Eldred comes to the plate. Garrett Goorink remains on the mound, returning for his 6th inning of work. Sturgill is 2 for 2. He'd like to replicate what Ian Eldred did last night with a 3-hit ball game, get a Tiger rally started here. That curveball falls in for a strike. Good last inning for the Tigers defense. And E6 started the inning. But then the Tigers got an out at the plate and then a line out, double off, double play. Sturgill takes strike 2 there. Popish on deck is 0 for 1, but has drawn a walk. He's been very disciplined this year. There's a spike ball, 1-2. Hard to believe that it's almost the end of May already. Time flies when you're having fun in baseball season. Here's the 1-2. That's popped up foul. Good spoil by Sturgill to stay alive. One-two from Goorink. That's flared to the right side of the infield. It's a bit of a funky bounce. But Sturgill is out at first. That took a nasty hop, spun toward the left side of the infield. But Sturgill grounds out. I think we'll score that a 4-1. That was an interesting play. Don't see a 4-1 put out very often. The right side of the infield had to converge there. Coach Gall wants a word. He's going to walk out to first base. It was a bit of an awkward step on first by Garrett Gurink. Coach Gall might be arguing obstruction here. Umpire's gesturing toward the base. The force out was definitely in time with the step on the bag. I think Coach Gall just wanted an explanation here. He's happy with that response, at least happy enough to walk back to the dugout after a short chat. And we'll resume play with Seth Popish coming up. Have to give credit to Garrett Gurink for a great pitching performance tonight. He has not let a runner get past second base. Riley Schmidt's also done a good job behind the dish. So that one misses inside to Popish, 1-0. Next offering, that's on the ground to shortstop. Cleanly gloved. Throw to first is in time. And that is out number 2. So that's a 6-3 ground out. Wardlow to Jones. Tigers have strung together a lot of 2-out hits tonight. Let's see if Ian Eldred can get one here. Tigers are running out of chances. They're down to their final 4 outs, down by 2. Norwalk defense has been impressive. That one is hit well to left field. That ball is going to get down. Eldred's on his horse. He's going to go to second. And there's another 2-out hit for you. Eldred had 2 doubles last night, and he revs the lawnmower for another double tonight with some jelly legs on the side. I hope you folks got a good view of that one. I love that celebration. One of the best wrinkles of the Tiger offense this year. First pitch swing laced down the left field line. Tigers have liked turning on the ball tonight. They've hit a lot of baseballs past the third baseman, Eli Benscooter. The potential tying run is now at the plate at Josh Grauwinkle. He had an RBI last night. Takes a strike on the outer third there. That last hit is the 5th one of the night for the Tigers. They're out hitting Norwalk 5-4. But Gurink has only issued 1 walk. Leyva issued 3 in his start. So that's a called strike on Grauwinkle. Leyva's final line, 4 innings pitched, 3 hits, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts, 2 runs. Only gave him 1 earned. We'll see what Varsity Bound has to say about that when the stats update past the weekend. Here's the 0-2. And Grauwinkle chase there, gets behind the catcher. He'll take his time, throw to first. And that ends the inning. Eldred gets a 2-out double, but the Tigers can't cash in. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Warriors still lead 2-0. We'll be back right after this break. We've hit crunch time here in Norwalk, folks. The Warriors lead 2-0. Matt Zaz is out once again in relief. And he's going to have to hold the line against 2-3-4 in the Warrior lineup, starting with Colton Moore. Moore takes a strike. Colton Moore singled his first time, but then grounded into that double play to end, I believe it was the third inning. That's on the ground to third. It's stopped by Short, and the throw is made for out number one. Good job by Short to stay with that one. He pulled a little bit of a hockey goalie move there, putting his chest down at a 45-degree angle to block that ball. That was a nasty hop. I'm sure there'll be a light bruise there in the morning. Well, that's a 5-3 putout for out number one. Here comes Eli Van Scooter, walking a strikeout on his line so far. Ooh, boy, ball one. Tiger fans are wondering where that missed. So is Ian Eldred out at shortstop. Frankly, I wonder where that missed. That's been called all night. Not that time, though. 1-0. There's a swing and a miss. 1-1. Tigers will have Grauwinkle, Bell, Zaz due up in the next half inning as that misses high. 2-1. We haven't seen Trent Wesselman off the bench to pinch hit yet this week in this road stretch. It would not surprise me if we saw him come out to pinch hit. That's on the ground to Eldred at shortstop. Cleanly gloved. Throw to first on the money. Good snag by Sturgill. Out number two. Zaz has been sharp in relief tonight. Here comes cleanup man Connor Holtorf, who has caused some chaos tonight. Had the RBI fielder's choice to drive in the first run and then scored on the throwing error to score the second run. He has been the catalyst tonight for the Warrior offense as that one missed for a ball. That one squibbed foul. That might have caught in a piece of Holtorf there. I got to find who 32 is on the Norwalk roster. He's had some great hustle tonight, including that sliding grab on that foul ball earlier. Called strike. Interesting strike zone this inning from the home plate umpire. Here's the 1-2. And the Tiger defense thought they had strike three there. Boy, oh boy, this zone is fluctuating this inning. Or as my younger sister would call it, the amoeba strike zone. Keeps shifting around. That one's in the dirt for ball three. Should the inning continue, catcher Riley Schmidt is on deck. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Matt Zaz looking to hold the line before giving his guys a chance in the seventh to come back in this one. Payoff pitch. Just outside for ball four. First walk issued by Zaz. And Connor Holtorf is on base for the third time tonight. We're going to have a mound meeting here between the battery and Coach Gall. Trip Sturgill wants in on this one too. It's fascinating to see how Trip Sturgill's mind works. He always wants to be a part of the play. He always wants to know what's going on. In Bondurant-Farrar last year, there was a great moment between him, Bell, and I believe Popish was playing first as Sturgill was on the mound. Good communication between those three to give a subtle little nod and pick off a runner in the bottom of the sixth inning in that game. That helped the Tigers win the matchup in Bondurant last year. And first pitch is high and tight to Schmidt, who's played excellent defense tonight. He caught Groundwinkle trying to steal third earlier, and that killed the best offensive momentum the Tigers had tonight. Runner goes, that misses high. Bell throws to second, it's high. Bell hasn't had the best accuracy on that cannon arm of his tonight. It'll be a stolen base. It would have been close either way. That's the second steal of the night for Holtorf. He's bouncing around over there at second. Swing and a miss. That handcuffed Schmidt there at the plate. 2-1, 2 away. Runner on second. 2-0 ball game. Warrior advantage over the Tigers. Looking to keep this mini win streak rolling as that's popped foul. 2-2. Should the inning continue, Ryan Jones awaits on deck. He walked his last time. Quick delivery from Zaz. That skips away from Bell and gets behind him. It'll be a wild pitch. Count is now full. And Connor Holtorf is just finding a way to scratch across those total bases. Zaz needs a strike to get out of the inning. Payoff pitch. Roped. Foul down the third baseline. Nearly hit Holtorf over there at third. Zaz gets the sign. Winds and fires. Popped up. Shallow left. Who wants it? Eldred makes the catch. Zaz gets out of trouble. Turn around your rally caps, folks. I've got mine turned around. We go to the seventh. Tigers need 2 to tie, 3 to take the lead. It will be Bell, Zaz, Howard when we come back. Garrett Gurink is going to try for the complete game shutout victory. But we'll see if the bottom of the Tigers order has anything to say about that. Bell, Zaz, Howard coming up here in the top of the seventh. Thank you folks so much for joining us for another great game of Gilbert Tigers baseball here on Tiger Broadcast. Cale Sleazer here with you. Bell takes ball one. Bell's 0 for 2. Fly out to right, ground out to short. Takes high and tight there for ball 2. Bell has shown more discipline at the plate this year. He's laying off a lot more close pitches than he did last year, especially in these last couple of games. That one's in there for a strike. Gurink so far, 6 innings, 5 hits, a walk, 5 strikeouts. 2-1 to Bell. That one is hit down the right field line. And that one's going to get out of play. Provided chase there for Brady Winkening out there on right, but had no chances. That one did get out of play. Zaz on deck is 1 for 2. And he's done great in relief. 2 innings of 1 hit, 1 walk ball has held the line. Bell chase there. It's in the dirt, and that was a lightning quick tag from Riley Schmidt behind the plate. Great reflexes there by the Warrior backstop. And that is out number 1. 6th strikeout of the night for Gurink. Braden Howard is in the on-deck circle. So that one is down low for a ball. One 0. Well high. That got above Zaz's head. 2-0. There is action in the Warrior pen just in case. Sat one misses high and tight. 3-0. Zaz has shown excellent plate discipline. 636 on base percentage coming into tonight. Can pick his pitch here. He will hold off for ball 4. And he's on base 2 times tonight, which will help that 636 on base. It'll go up a few points. And the potential tying run comes to the plate in Braden Howard. And we're going to have a courtesy runner at first. Here's the young speedster Taylor Dukes coming out to run for Zazie. This will be a true pinch runner. Zaz giving some advice to Braden before he steps into the box. That's just the second walk issued by Gurink tonight. We'll see how long his leash is. We'll see if Dukes is put in motion. That's a called strike. Riley Schmidt has been an intimidating presence back there behind the plate for the Warriors. Not a huge lead by Dukes at first, being pretty conservative. That misses high and tight on Howard. 1-1 the count. Braden's 0 for 2 on the night. He fouls that one back to the screen. Count 1-2. Trying to keep it going for the top of the order in Tommy McGuire. Tommy's 1 for 3. One, two, and a swing and a miss for strike 3, and the Tigers are down to their final chance. It'll rest on the shoulders of Tommy McGuire. Punch out number 7 for Gurink through 6 2/3, rather. Tigers have fought valiantly to start this season. The only game that they were not within 2 runs on either side was the 11-2 lopsided victory in Knoxville last night. Everything else has been 2 runs or less. Even in the cut short rainout game against Pleasantville, the Tigers trailed 3-1 after 2 innings, keeping it within 2 of a very powerful 2A team. As that misses for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Up high, 2-0. If Tommy can keep this going for Alden Short on deck, that would be huge. Alden is 0 for 3 on the night with 2 strikeouts. But he's the guy I would want up in this situation right now. Bunt showed, pulled back, ball 3. If I'm Tommy here, I just play the statue game and don't move. Duke's being held on at first, very small lead. 4-pitch walk. Tommy double checking just for good measure, and the potential go-ahead run comes to the plate in Alden Short. 2 walks in the inning for Gurink. And we'll see if that's going to be it for him. Getting into some hot water here as the Norwalk coaching staff comes to talk it over. Zaz drew a walk with 1 out. Taylor Duke's now running for him at second, and Tommy McGuire just drew the walk to get to first. Looks like the infield is talking it over here. And Gurink is going to try and finish this game. Runners on first and second, 2 away. Tigers trail by 2. Potential go-ahead run in Alden short. And on deck is Tripp Sturgill, who's 2 for 3 on the night. Alden just has to keep the line moving to keep this game alive for the Tigers, as it's starting to get a little darker here in Norwalk, as the lights take more and more of an effect. Called strike at the knees. Alden's been taking a lot of low pitches tonight. He chased some low ones last night in Knoxville, so I'm sure that's an adjustment he's made. A 1. That one is hit into right field, but it's going to stay up and be caught by the right fielder, Brady Winkening, and that ends this ball game. Our final score, Warriors 2, Tigers nothing. Man of the match tonight was far and above Garrett Gurink. Pitched 7 scoreless innings, 5 hits, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts. Did not let a Tiger base runner get past third base. Get to third base even. Josh Grauwinkle got close to third, but was cut down on a steal by catcher Riley Schmidt, who was phenomenal defensively tonight for the Warriors. Warriors got out in front in the top of the first. Michael Leyva loaded the bases. Did a good job to only allow run. But in the bottom of the fourth, a crucial throwing error by Blake Bell on a steal attempt from Connor Holtorf sailed into left. That scored the second Norwalk run. And the Tigers just couldn't scratch across a run tonight. They fall back to 500 to 3-3. Warriors improve to 3-4. A valiant ball game, valiant effort by both sides. Tigers do win the week, though, in the midst of a long road trip. Friendly reminder of next week's slate once again. The Tigers will be on the road Monday against North Polk. We have still yet to hear from them if Tiger Broadcast will be greenlit yet. We will keep you folks posted. If we do not hear anything, we're just going to opt to stay off the broadcast. We don't want to surprise anyone and step on any toes out there in North Polk. Then on Wednesday the 4th, the Tigers go to Carroll, and on Thursday the 5th, we'll go to Mason City. We will see you right here on Tiger Broadcast on both of those nights. Hopefully we see you on Monday at North Polk. But until we see you again, my name is Cale Sleezer. Thank you so much for joining me here on Tiger Broadcast. Another big thank you to the Warriors staff tonight for giving us some space last minute in the press box. Very spacious here. Very easy to work with. Big thanks to them. Opposing schools by no means are obligated to let us stream, but most of them do, and a big thank you comes from this broadcaster and from all of you fans at home who have watched these broadcasts this season. So we hope to see you at North Polk on Monday, but we will definitely see you Wednesday, Thursday next week. I'm Cale Sleezer. Thank you folks for joining me tonight. Stay safe out there and have yourselves a great weekend.